Is this the end of summer in Benidorm town? Welcome back to the channel Benidorm by Anna. We are right by the Levante beach and today we'll be taking a short walk down the Levante beach promenade plus the old town, the shopping alleys to see what's actually going on. Is this truthfully the end of the peak summer in Benidorm? Right here next to the Levante beach, even though it's quite early right now, it is 10:30 in the morning. Even so, there's quite a lot of people here on the beach. However, there is already a small shift. Not as many people are at the promenade, and we mostly see locals or still a little bit of national tourists. There's a lot of Spanish speaking tourists out here, many locals that are doing sports, that are going for a walk, going to the beach as well. All these people who have their own umbrellas, the vast majority of them do have a house here in Benidorm. As you can see, front line is really busy, but by now even the palm trees and the areas around it were quite packed up with tourists. As for now, it is not the case any longer. All the nearby bars, cafeterias, restaurants are starting to open up slowly but surely. However, not as many people here either. More people doing sports, more people having a walk right now, and many locals. As you can see here, you could perfectly get a place close to the water. There's still a few spaces left out there, and there is, in our opinion, quite a big shift already by now onwards. Locals, tourists, but are national tourists about and around. All the typical places that have opened up, such as Ku, empty. They've opened up right now, recently, half an hour ago, but still, usually and typically in summer, there would be slightly more people out here already enjoying some drinks, but now it's not the case any longer. Guinness Bar, on the other hand, does have quite a bit of people here grabbing their morning coffee, some breakfast, some drinks, and first cocktails of the day already, even though it is still quite early, I gotta say. All the paid sunbeds and umbrellas are still here. They did not minimize the amount of them, even though the peak summer season is almost over already. Right now is the 25th. Oh my God, what a wave. Wow, how did it go like this and why? Oh, this is the worst nightmare. Waves on the ship. Oof, cannot even imagine. How did it go so fast? It is already 25th, and at the end of this weekend, it's going to be already 1st of September next Monday. So in 6 days, it's going to be September, which is really crazy. Time just flies, and by now, a lot of national tourists are worried more about school year starting, about preschool shopping, including us, and less about holidays. So mostly international tourists will be left here. National tourists will decrease, and British, Netherlands, German tourists, people from France, from Norway, all over Europe and outside Europe will be coming here for holidays. As you can see, some parts of the Levante beach are slightly busier than the others. There's plenty of people inside of the sea still. Obviously, there's plenty of people here by the beach. However, there's way more space between people, which makes it more comfortable. It's not crazy, insanely packed with sunbeds, just literally one on, not a sunbeds, but umbrellas on top of one another. It's not the case any longer. It is nice to be outside and is not crazy packed. There's a yellow flag for some reason, not sure why, because there are some waves, but they're not crazy waves whatsoever. So I don't know why there's a yellow flag. Maybe because there's some waves expected, or maybe because there's jellyfish. Who knows? However, the truth is that there is a yellow flag here today. Rico ice cream place. In summer, they shifted and they put ice creams out here. They say it's artisanal ice cream, which is like handmade traditional recipe ice cream that they put. And then in winter, what they do is they take down all this ice cream area and they make like the terrace on the inside. Quite busy here on the terraces though. Nabab Cafeteria and the Rico Cafe, they do serve some good breakfast and some good coffee. However, we feel like Rico is overpriced, especially for the toasts that they offer. Really expensive pricing, only because it's right here by the Levante beach and it's a touristic lane too. However, there's way more places, better places to have some breakfast, slightly cheaper breakfast and better breakfast here in Benidorm town. Street food place, which is like a typical place to get a takeaway. There's so many food out there prepared already. Hot dogs, bocadillos, sandwiches, jack potatoes, fries, wraps, and many more things available out here. Still in this area, this street right here goes directly to the shopping alley, which is where some of you asked us in the latest live stream that we did on where can you get specific things like slightly more expensive brands like Hugo Boss, Tommy Hilfiger, Armani, all these like Guess, all these branded things. Well, that is on this very street right at the end of it. Amor jewelry place. They're changing something, cleaning something, or making some new design of the entrance. Love this place. This is one of the best jewelry sellers here in our opinion. We did get some jewelry from here, our rings as well. And it's definitely a lovely place to buy some memorable jewelry here in Benidorm town. Nearby cafeterias like Bonbon Boss, small ones. This is a franchise in general. There's plenty of these all over the area of Alicante. And they do have some good breakfast options. Honestly, we do like this franchise. We do have breakfast in this once we go to Alicante shopping mall. It's a very nice place and quite cheap, honestly. They have a lot of deals of drink plus a bocadillo. Oh, look at the queue. Wow. Oh my goodness, all these queues to get the lottery. You know that Spanish tradition, national sport is to get the lottery tickets on Christmas. However, once people are coming here for holidays, for vacations, they also get a lottery ticket from here. Mostly for Christmas though, because it's already being sold. But also for different types of daily, weekly lotteries to try their luck and see if maybe they'll bring something extra from Benidorm town. The Duck World, a strange place where you can only buy small tiny ducks that are dressed in different types of things like accessories. I almost always see it empty. People just go inside because they're curious, so I'm not sure how it still exists, but it is a curious place if you like this type of stuff or you want to bring something special for someone or for the kids. That might be a good gift. Right here, we're entering the shopping street already. On the left side, we have a very nice restaurant. It's a cafeteria. It's not a restaurant. It's a cafeteria that sells takeaway food. First of all, they have family pizza plus 4 drinks, $29.80, 50 centimeters pizza. That's quite big, isn't it? All these types of pizzas where you get a portion of a pizza, churros with chocolate, and a typical Spanish breakfast, bocadillos, sandwiches, sweets, a little bit of everything available for you out here. And these types of shops that we have here nearby is where you can grab something fancier if you want to purchase some branded clothing options. Terraces here are quite busy. People are getting a lot of Spanish tourists are getting typical Spanish breakfast, a toast, a coffee, and a freshly pressed orange juice. All this has to cost you less than €5. Less than €4.50 would be ideal. Some places do offer it for €3.50, others for €4, some for €50, but not more than that. If you see it for more than this price, then it's already an overpriced place to go. Nearby, some more ice cream shops. Typically, scoops here cost €3 in almost all of these places, Pinocchio and all the other ice cream places. It does cost exactly the same thing, €3 for 1 scoop of ice cream. 2 scoops, I think it's €5. And you can choose whether you want it with a waffle cone or like in a small container. Quite busy here in the old town, given that it's been quite cloudy today and quite a strange weather, but it's not the same. It isn't as packed as we typically see. So we definitely do see some decrease of tourism right now. It's nothing giant. It's not like it's empty whatsoever. No, it's just us locals can see the difference. Okay, I've seen Gary, the snail from the SpongeBob, and I've seen Patrick out there. Wow, these are some unusual toys. If you have kids, grandkids, or if you, by any chance, love these types of cartoon movie characters, there's a lot of shops here who might sell them. And this is like a unique find. I've never ever seen it before anywhere. But here there are some. Also be very careful because right now as we walk, all these tiles, some of them are loose. And right underneath it, there's a lot of dirty water from the washing of the street. So what happens is that when you walk and you step on it, it flips a little bit and all this dirty water just end up on your shoes and it splashes your outfit as well, which is what just happened. So be really, really careful. There's not a lot of these types of tiles here, but some of them are. If you see that it's loose, don't step on it because you might end up having all your shoe wet. And this is quite an uncomfortable situation, trust me, especially not knowing where this water comes from. So that's what happens to quite a few people here in the area if you're not careful. Nearby, our favorite souvenir shops, which is right here on the right side, Benidorm Souvenirs. Very affordable, quite cheap, great quality gifts that you're able to purchase here. Really recommend it, honestly, and it's not as expensive as some other souvenir places here in Benidorm. On the left side, Tapas Alley, where we filmed already 5 restaurants. Some of them were good to go, others better to avoid. Last one will be available for you this Wednesday on the brand new video. Typical Spanish places for snacks, Sabor a España, the flavor of Spain, here on the right side. They do their own caramel and they caramelize nuts, walnuts, almonds, apples, different types of fruit. There is even gifts like packs with chocolate and almonds, etc. They do have a very good, authentic, artisanal, handmade production. And a lot of people do purchase it as a gift too, even though it's a small bag. For those who wants to bring it to their loved ones or friends back from their holidays. Really nice place, and you can see how they actually caramelize everything. There's an incredibly sweet, very unique smell inside and while you pass by. They're also very friendly, by the way, so it's really recommended if you want something special like a food-oriented souvenir or a gift to someone. Nearby, they're doing some changes out there. There's something new opening up, some refurbishments. Here the terrace looks quite busy, honestly, right by the Milords Suites. Quite busy. Quite a few cars still bringing here to the nearby bars, to the businesses, all the drinks and the food, everything that they've asked for the next upcoming days. And in front we have the Park d'Elche, which is the Elche Park, aka the Dove Park. Also not as busy today. Quite a bit of people here, even so, however, it is not as busy as it was during the month of August. So definitely we can see that there is way less people here in Benidorm from now onwards. Thank you for accompanying us in today's video.